touching me, feeling my holding me, touching me, feeling my holding me, touching me.
Hi and welcome back to my channel. So for those who are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Jennifer. So today's video is about the new Charlotte Tilbury Instant look in a palette, which is called Beauty Glow. So this palette has a great mirror, but it has a bronzer, 2 blushes, 1 highlighter, and then eyeshadows. So except for this palette, I'm going to try a lot of other Charlotte Tilbury products. So I'm going to be trying her Light Wonder foundation, her powder, her new lipstick in Pillow Talk with the Pillow Talk liner, and then also her Retoucher concealer pen. So with no further ado, I'm gonna create this look for you, and yeah, so if you want to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. So after I've applied my moisturizer, I'm gonna apply a Urban Decay primer, the one called Optical Illusion. So this primer has argan oil, and it's really moisturizing at the same time as it is pore refining and smoothing. And I just rub it in between my fingers. And then I'm going to use a lip product because I'm going to be applying a matte lip. So I'm going to prep my lips for that lipstick, and I'm going to use the new Urban Decay skin product, which is the Rehab Makeup Prep Lip Love. Cling on to. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Skin Foundation in the number 7 medium. And to buff that foundation out, I'm going to use a Urban Decay optical blurring brush, which is like a buffing brush. And I'm always lighter on my face than the rest of my body, and it's because I always use like a lot of exfoliating products. And okay, I cannot speak and apply foundation at the same time, so I'm just gonna shut up. Okay, so moving on to concealer, I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Retoucher, which is her like concealing pen. Looks like this. Has a brush. I have tried this before, and it doesn't have a lot of coverage, so I'm gonna mix it with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. So I'm first applying some dots of the NARS. And then I am going to use my Zoeva concealer brush. And this look that I'm going to do today with the Charlotte Tilbury products, it's actually my go-to like everyday look. I am all about the smokiness, so I'm a smoky eye girl. And when I mean smoky, I don't mean like heavy smoky. I just like a sexy, bronzy, smoky eye for an everyday. So, and then I'm going to apply the Charlotte Tilbury powder in number 2 medium. This is one of the best powders that I've tried. So this I will be buying again because I really like it. And for this powder, I'm going to use a large powder brush by Urban Decay. I'm going to explain a little bit more about the palette, so let me zoom you in. So you've got 1 brightening shade and 1 enhanced, and then a smoky shade. Both of these 2 are shimmery. This one is like a nice champagne highlighting shade, and this one is like a more bronzy gold medium type of shade. And the smoke shade, I live for this shade. And then you have the bronzer and contour shade, and then you have a highlighter, and you have a Swish Chic color, What she means about with the swish thing is that you swish that on your cheeks, and then you have the pop shade over here that you put on the apples of your cheek to give it a... So I'm gonna do my brows after I've done my face, because every time that I do my brows and I put loads of bronzer on my forehead, because I have a huge forehead, then like I mess up my brows. So I always do like the bronzing and everything first. So I'm gonna start off by just applying this one and showing you what it does. So I'm gonna use the contour definition brush from Urban Decay, which is a really good dense brush. It gives you good coverage and it's awesome to contour. So as you can see, it actually browns up my face and it gives me dimension. So it's not that bad. It actually looks lighter in the pan than what it is. So I'm actually taking from this one, so you don't... I'm really taking product from here, but it shows up lighter, and it is lighter in real life when you look at it, but it actually gives you really nice contour. And it's not warm and it's not cool either. It's like in between. It's really a unique shade. But I do like to be a little bit more bronzed, so I'm going to go over this with another bronzer. But I just wanted to show you that I actually do use this one, but I mix it up with another one. Like, this is going to be the palette that I travel with, because I love the shades in this one. And it's really handy to travel with. So this I will be buying again. So if she comes up with another one that has eyeshadows that I like, I will be buying that as well. I'm actually thinking about buying a backup of this one. And to contour my nose, I'm going to use the same brush. I like to make my nose shorter because I have a long ass nose. So by applying a little bit of the bronzer on the tip, I lift my nose. And then on the side, when I'm doing the sides, I press my brush like this. Because show people that they can use like the same brush but in different ways. So then let's move on to Cheek Swish, which is the number 5 in the palette. And this is really pigmented, so you have to be really careful. And I'm using a diffusing blush brush from Urban Decay. And then I'm going to take the pop shade over here, which is a corally pinkish shade. The other one is more like a bronzy one. And then I'm going to diffuse a little bit with the one I used for powder. And then I'm going to use the highlighter over here. And I'm using a diffusing highlighter brush by Urban Decay as well. This is perfect. It's like a stippling brush. It's denser than a stippling brush. And it's perfect because it fits just on the top of your cheekbones. And because Urban Decay brushes are synthetic, you can use them for both cream and powder. So I'm just taking a little bit of this highlight. Oh yes. Yeah, that one was really nice. Let's glow. And I always like to connect my highlighter as a C shape. Yeah, I like it. It's good for an everyday highlight. Then moving on to the eyes. I'm gonna do my brows off camera. So now that my eyebrows are done, I'm just going to apply a little bit of brow gel. So I just set them with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. So I'm just going to prep my eyes with the Urban Decay eyeshadow with the eyeshadow primer potion in Eden. And I like this one because it covers my discoloration and all my veins and stuff that I have on my lids. And it gives me a brow highlighter as well. My favorite primer before was the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. But it's really drying, so I only use that in special occasions. Before I apply my eyeshadows, I'm just going to take some of the Charlotte Tilbury powder and just set the primer. So now I'm going to use the eyeshadows, but I am going to use a blush as well from the palette. I'm going to use the Swish blush to just warm up my eyes a little bit as a transition shade. So that's what I like about this palette. You can really just mix and match all of the shades. And I always like to drag my eyeshadow out a little bit over here because it elongates my eye. So now that I have that as a transition color, I'm going to take the Smoke shade. And this is like a perfect brown to give you that really nice smoky, everyday smokiness. It's not too dark, it's not too light. So I'm taking the Swish Chic shade. And I always like to connect it with what I've done with my upper lid. And then I will be applying the bronzy goldish shade in the middle, which is called the Enhanced shade. And I'm applying that with my finger because the warmth of my finger is going to make it look more metallic. It's not a super shimmery shade, it's just like subtle, so it's good for an everyday. I can imagine like if you spray All Nighter setting spray or MAC Fix Plus that it will pop more, but I like this for an everyday. And then I'm going to apply the brightening shade on the inner corners. So the eyes are almost done. What I do miss in this palette is that it would have been nice if it would have had a black or a darker shade. I'm gonna take a Zoeva brow line brush and I'm gonna dip into this Urban Decay palette, the Ultimate Basic, and I'm going to use the black one over here because I always love to do a powder tight. I like to tight line. So now I'm just going to curl my lashes with my Shiseido eyelash curler. And then I'm going to use my Urban Decay Perversion mascara. Then I'm going to use my favorite eyeliner, which is the Urban Decay double-ended eyeliner pencil with Whiskey and Zero. This eye pencil is my favorite one because it has a brown and it has a black on the other side. So I travel always with this one. This is my all-time favorite eye pencil from Urban Decay. And I always use the brown side, like for the most part, that I use for an everyday. So I'm going to apply that. I love the brown Whiskey eye pencil from Urban Decay. So I'm going to apply some individuals. Because, okay, so this is like what I would wear. I wouldn't this is what I would wear on an everyday. I wouldn't apply any false lashes, but for this video and to show you an option, I'm going to apply some individuals. So I'm just using the Eyeliner individual lashes, and I'm using my Ardell Duo adhesive in dark. So now I'm back and I have my eyelashes on, and I do want to smoke out the lower lash line a little bit more. So I'm going to use a smoky smudger. I'm going to dip into that smoke shade again. And then I'm going to add a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes. So now moving on to the lips, I'm going to use the new Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, which is she has cream lipstick, and she has the Matte Revolution, which are luminous, modern, matte, long-lasting lipsticks. And her new shade is Pillow Talk. So she created a lipstick which has the same shade as her famous Lip Cheat lip liner in Pillow Talk, and I really love this lip liner. It mimics the lip color. And it's a matte lipstick, but it's super comfortable, so I really like the formula. Here's the finished look. I'm going to do a close-up for you.
Touching me, feeling my every holding me, touching me, feeling my every holding me, touching me, feeling my every holding me, touching me.